What up, everybody? It's the Daily Walk Show. This is 𝐎𝐧 𝐒𝐲𝐥𝐥𝐿, followed by Didi Turner and 𝐿𝐴𝐺𝐥 against the machine. How y'all doing, everybody?
What up, though?
Doing good, doing good. What's up, brother?
Feeling good.
Man, chilling, man. Just watching the Super Bowl over the weekend, man. You know what I'm saying? That was very horrible. Did y'all watch it? I know Z didn't watch it.
I watched a little bit of it. I full disclosure, I really think I have some form of ADD, attention deficit disorder, when it comes to watching organized sports. I cannot sit through an entire game, no matter what the sport is. So no, to answer your question, I didn't watch the whole thing, but I watched enough to know that Kansas City went into that game thinking it would have been a cakewalk for them.
Yeah, because that dude always, I don't know what's going on. I mean, my opinion, a lot of the games be rigged for KC, and for some reason, this fat dude just keep running like he ran like he's Michael Vick, and making mad yards and shit like that, and never getting tackled. I'm like, how you not tackling this dude? He right there.
What fat dude are you talking about?
I'm talking about Patrick Mahomes and shit.
Oh yeah, you call him fat?
Yeah, man. I'm pretty sure he's athletic. You know what I'm saying? But he be walking through like he Fat Elvis in Vegas and shit. You know what I'm saying? But he be getting yards, like he'll just start running and be running like skibbity, 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 skibbity. You know what I'm saying? And getting all these yards. I'm like, how the fuck you ain't tackling this motherfucker?
Yeah.
So the Philadelphia Eagles said enough's enough, and they destroyed this dude, man. I mean, they gave him like sacks after sacks after sacks. It's like the lineman said, you know what? I ain't never liked you anyway. And let them get tackled, man. It's horrible.
Yeah, I don't. You know what I'm gonna get ready to say. I don't want it to be misconstrued as me being one of those, well-versed sports fans that knows what the hell he's talking about, because I absolutely don't know. But I do know that he threw a lot of interceptions too. Definitely more than someone of his caliber should have. You know what I mean? So. Yeah, it was very interesting, man. But I'm probably good for a minute here, 2 minutes there, and then I changed the channel to something else, man. I think Deepwater Horizon was on that day. That's far more interesting to me to watch that with Mark Wahlberg. Deepwater Horizon,
word.
Yeah, I prefer that type of stuff. So yeah.
So I think so first of all, I too did not watch the game. I didn't watch any of the game. You know what I'm saying? I haven't watched the game in a minute. You know what I mean? Because of the whole protest and all of that. I wanted either Kaepernick to be reinstated, which clearly is not going to happen, or Roger Goodell to be gone. You know what I'm saying? So once Goodell is gone, I'll start watching the NFL again. With the exception of the Lions, making the Super Bowl, you know what I'm saying? In which case I watched that. I'm glad that the Eagles won because their quarterback, Jalen Hurts, has a black wife. You know what I'm saying? That's the extent of my, I guess their running back definitely does not. And she got caught on Twitter, you know what I'm saying the N-word, you know what I'm saying, with a hard R on several occasions, man. So
who did that?
Who's the running back for the Eagles?
Saquon something, yeah.
Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
His fiance, you know what I'm saying, is looks like, so she's one of them, man, and she, but so it's not they're all compromised, man. But I'm glad that Jalen Hurts got a Super Bowl ring because he has a black wife. I also the negative side of it and the somewhat sports commentary, the most of the sports commentary you're gonna get out of me on this is the only reason why I was somewhat rooting for Mahomes, which I really wasn't, but the only glimmer of whatever if he would have won is that cats try to act like Tom Brady invented football. And anybody that gets closer to his record or whatever kind of dispels that myth. So I was kind of looking forward to that. But other than that, I don't have points from the race other than the brother having a black wife. So
you know who wasn't there during the NFL? State Farm. I see no commercials of State Farm during the NFL. Have you?
I didn't notice, but what's the correlation? Like, I'm just curious. I'm just curious. Like, I mean, do you know something that we should have been looking for a State Farm commercial?
Well, you know, Jake from State Farm has always been a part of the NFL, and
Jake from State Farm. Okay, all right. So,
State Farm itself, like the whole company, like they always had the Kansas City Chiefs as their punchline. You know what I mean? And they doing gags on each other and everything like that. The coach and Mahomes and everything like that, and Jake from State Farm, especially during the NFL time. But after the LA fires,
that's what I mean. Yeah. Well, listen, you know, when you have to pay out that much in highly expensive claims, you know, you got to draw back on spending. You know what I mean? In order to sort of make up for the deficit that you would experience having to pay out such a large exorbitant amount of money on insurance claims. So one of the first places that businesses look to cut before they start looking at people is marketing and advertising dollars. Right? Because a business can theoretically survive, particularly one that has such a long-standing reputation as State Farm. You can theoretically survive off of the brand reputation without having to commit to spending money in marketing and advertising. You know, you could sort of pull it back for a couple of months or a year. And because the Super Bowl is obviously the place where if they were active in previously years, like you're saying, that budget would be high. So the first place to be able to capture some of that money back is to marketing and advertising and say, all right, well, we can't participate in the Super Bowl this year and spend that $2 million on that 30-second spot. You know what I mean? So makes sense.
I don't even think that any of the insurance companies had commercials.
I don't doubt that. Yeah.
I didn't see any. I don't remember Geico. I don't remember we are farmers. I don't remember none of that. I don't remember emu shit.
Oh yeah, Liberty Mutual.
Liberty Mutual. Yeah.
You know, you're likely to not see any of them. Yeah, that's a good point. I didn't notice that, but I mean, we could reasonably deduce why they didn't take part in the Super Bowl this year.
They got out of there. Oh, I'm not going to jump in this one. You know what I'm saying?
That's crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy. Interesting. Another interesting thing that happened in the NFL was Kendrick Lamar did the Super Bowl halftime show. And that's what I'm here about. Let's talk about it, man.
Where do we start?
Okay, well, I could start off.
Well, can I ask this question first? Because we know we've spoken about Kendrick Lamar, excuse me, enough on this show to know that Z is absolutely not a fan. Right? So Z, did you watch? I mean, you didn't watch the Super Bowl, but did you happen to catch Kendrick Lamar's performance?
Yeah, I had to wait until it was on like a third party site because I didn't want to give the NFL any more viewership.
Okay.
But I did catch it. It's not that I'm not a Kendrick fan. I don't necessarily dislike Kendrick's like music. I just don't find his voice to be sonically pleasing. You know what I'm saying? Like, so like it's with the exception of a couple songs like We Gonna Be All Right. Like that's my anthem. I love that joint. Like I think that's like one of the most incredible, you know what I'm saying, hip hop records to come out in the past like 10 years. But I'm not a fan of his overall body of work because I don't really like his sound, although I respect where his mindset seems to be at generally as it pertains to, you know, the Black community and that sort of thing. So
gotcha.
I have a respect for Kendrick, but I did not like the halftime show. I don't like Us, for one, like the song Not Like Us, right? Like I don't really like the song. Again, it's not sonically pleasing to me. Also, I think that if we're at a point that unsubstantiated allegations amount to like winning like hip hop battles, then like that's a slippery slope, man. Like if Pac never actually slept with Faith, him saying, first off, you claim to be a player, but your wife, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It wouldn't have had the same, like, it could be, because if they just would have released a statement, no, he didn't.
Yeah,
then he would have been looking crazy.
Yeah.
But because there was truth to it, you know, it stung. So like an allegation, like, you know, being a pedophile and that sort of thing, man, it's such a serious claim that I think, like, as men in particular, like, we know, like, we're just coming off of the Me Too movement, and we know how unsubstantiated allegations can literally, like, ruin somebody, and, like, there's really no way out of that. So I just think it's a whack moment in, like, in the so-called culture. A. B, I think it's whack that a stage was given to the largest stage in the Western world, arguably, was given to a black man to tear down another black man. There are a lot of people, unless Drake is legitimately a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? That's the asterisk on this whole thing. If it comes out that he is, I redact everything that I'm saying, it turns into the most powerful halftime performance that I think that there ever was, if it turns out that Drake actually is. But for me, that those allegations are unsubstantiated. I know there were weird things with the Miley Bobby Brown chick, and he maybe brought a 17-year-old on stage or whatever, and there was like something, but like saying somebody is a pedophile, like, that's a little bit different than, you know what I'm saying, isolated incidents of weirdness, right? So that's the second thing. The third thing is, I don't appreciate how the machine, the plantation, allows black men to tear other black men down, who seemingly know that they're in check when it comes to talking about white people in the same way. For instance, Kid Rock walks around unscathed, right? Kid Rock goes wherever Kid Rock wants to go, these Grammy, Emmy, blah, blah, blah. You never hear about anybody checking him. You never hear about anybody getting up in his face, anything like that.
Right.
But, and Kendrick was allowed this platform.
Who's that?
To
who's that?
Yo, this my bad. Kendrick was allowed.
That's the Apple products.
I had received a call, you know what I'm saying? But Kendrick was allowed this platform.
That's what happened, bro.
Man, Kendrick was allowed this platform to publicly say the worst thing that a man can say, that a person can say about another man. But we have individuals like Kid Rock and Ted Nugent and all of that are blatantly disrespectful to our people and are working on policy and in our culture, right? And that have actively worked on policy to set our people back. And nobody busts a grape in regards to them. From 50 to all of these cats that we think are the real, like, bullies and boogeyman, they only terrorize black people. And I don't appreciate that. And I don't appreciate the machine allowing the stage for that to happen and be perpetuated. So I thought it was whack.
Here's Jay-Z.
And Jay-Z has some of the same allegations against him that Drake has against him.
Right. Yeah.
So I have a question. I'm sorry. Like, I know some of the things that we bring up in our discussions on a daily walk, it might seem like the kid is walking in darkness. I'm speaking third person about myself. I just don't pay attention to a lot of media stuff. If it doesn't have anything to do with my pockets. But so Millie Bobby Brown, like, okay, one of the questions I was gonna ask, and I'm sorry, I will get back to the Kendrick Lamar thing in the Super Bowl. Kendrick Lamar accused Drake of being of pedophilia. Is that correct? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, where does Millie Bobby Brown come in? And if I'm not mistaken, Millie Bobby Brown is the weird chick off of Stranger Things, right? Okay. All right. Got
it. That's the bald-headed chick?
Yeah. 7, 11, whatever the.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whatever she goes by.
Yeah. And she was young, and Drake and her apparently used to have a friendship where they would text and these different things or whatever. And I don't think he was called out for that being weird. Apparently her parents were okay with it. Apparently, and his angle was like there was nothing sexual. There was nothing sexual said. I haven't seen any revelations of any sexual messages. It was just the fact that this, I want to say maybe 30-something at the time year old was having back and forth text messages with the teenager.
Okay. All right. Gotcha. Okay. Thanks for clearing that up. Okay, you could go back to
I want to stay there for a second. Like, so,
which is weird
because he was a child actor.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Are they both Canadian? Is she Canadian?
She looks Canadian, but I don't know.
What's going on right now? Is this what you do? All right, man. So, sorry, Millie. I didn't know he was going to say that. You do look Canadian, like, well. And so if she, whatever it is, like, so maybe he was trying to show her the ropes, you know what I'm saying? Because she was getting into acting at a young age, right?
Yeah, I think, it could have been a lot
and develop a friendship, you know what I'm saying? That could be legit.
Definitely. I mean, I think that there is something to be said though. Like I personally, as an adult male, would not be having text conversations with a kid unless it was. I mean, there would have to, like a young girl. It would have to be maybe between noon and 3 p.m. and it would have to be so transparently like this is what I'm texting you about,
right? And the time.
And the time, exactly. Like there's so many things. So like I personally would probably stay away from that. It is weird. It's weird for sure. But it's calling somebody, Drake might be a creep, you know what I mean? But to say pedophile, like that's a level of like that's somebody that is, there's specific parameters that like kind of makes that the worst person that you can be as a man or a woman. Because you're preying on, the most innocent among us. And I don't think that unless there are things that I don't know, which there very well may be. I'm not in anybody's business like that. I'm not I've never met any of these people. But so if that is the case, then yeah, Drake is dead wrong, and I hope that it's exposed, and I hope that that the punishment fits the crime. But as long as it is unsubstantiated and there's not something that Kendrick really knows, any real insight to him actually being that, then it's one of the worst, like the lowest moments in like battle hip hop history, and it makes the song completely whack to me.
Yeah. It is such thing as going too far.
Right. I'm like this with it. Like Hollywood is Hollywood, US vibes is different from Canadian vibes. And if all of this is happening, he's saying it's alleged allegation and it's wrong, I'm suing the fuck out of this nigga.
Well, that's what he's doing now.
Well, I'm like everybody getting sued. Jay getting sued, NFL getting sued, Goodell getting sued, Kendrick, his family, Mustard, all these cats are getting sued.
But didn't I hear some? I thought I read something, and this is obviously I don't want to say that what I'm going to say is substantiated because I don't know that is. I could have read it completely wrong, but I thought I heard or read that the NFL is banning Kendrick Lamar because of he violated some of the terms of the performance agreement, for lack of a better term. I'm not sure if that's what they refer to it as. You know what I mean?
It's too late. You're getting sued.
Yeah.
You're done. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting all that money.
Certain allegations as a man, you gotta die. You gotta die, dog.
Gotta go. You're out of here. You know what I'm saying?
And I got a kid now. If I'm Drake, I got a kid now. Like, my son has to hear that like his dad is, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not, you gotta die, dog. I'm sorry, bro. Like there's as a man, like there's just certain lines that if you cross, like there's certain lines that if you cross, bro, you kind of gotta get up out of there, dog. Like I'm like you're gonna get sued, but like if that doesn't take care of it, bro, we should be fighting to the death, bro.
I'm like this, yo. Like it ain't not like us that was the problem to me. It was Meet the Grams. That song right there was dark, and he was talking specifically to Drake's son. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you involved the kid, like come on, dog.
Like, the kid calling your dad a pet. That's death. Like, yo, somebody got to get it.
Somebody got
You
to
know
get.
what I'm saying? And
I guess I need to listen to this.
you got to
man.
listen to that one. That's the one that was like, oh man, this is getting really weird. Like this is not good. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like this could be another Pac and Biggie situation.
And Drake gave this dude his first opportunity on tour.
Ain't that a bitch?
Like that's the other thing. Like how we're really in this. If Drake is not a pedophile, we're really big upping like disloyalty at the highest level, man. Like this dude gave you an opportunity, man, on the biggest stage that you ever had at the time. Like he gave Kendrick he took Kendrick on tour. That's crazy to me. Like the level of like disrespect. Now, unless Kendrick saw something during that tour. But then they went and did Poetic Justice after that. You know what I'm saying? So like you went and did that despite you had so you either knowingly either found out that Drake actually was a pedophile after that, or you knew that he was and you still chose to do the song. Either way, you know what I'm saying? There are issues there too, man. Like I don't like it, bro. I don't like any of it. And like I said, if Not Like Us was about Kid Rock and everybody was hyped like this, well, I would be hyped with everybody. But nah, this is two black men tearing each other down over unsubstantiated allegations, man. And I don't rock with that.
Not only that, bro. I had like some unpopular opinions on a statement that I made on Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, K-Dot came through looking like a thick 90s chick with them bell bottoms on. Pause. What the fuck is going on? Look at him. Look at him. This dude got the real loves. You know what I'm saying?
I did notice
the boots and the fur, bro. Look at that nigga, man.
Yeah. I did notice that the jeans were a bit form fitting in some ways. I noticed that, but you know,
first of all, people were pissed off, and I was like, hold up, man. Like people try to break down the dynamic of bell bottoms and stuff like that. Well, people wear bell bottoms, men wear bell bottoms. So yeah, it's fitting for certain occasions. Like in the 70s, yeah, bell bottoms was going in. You know what I'm saying? Bell bottoms go in and out of life like Fila. You know what I'm saying? And it's like you got bell bottoms like Black Panthers, you know what I'm saying, rocking bell bottoms. You know what I'm saying? Z could wear bell bottoms because he wear weird scarves and socks and stuff like that.
Come on, man.
But you could listen, you could pull it off because of your flyness, and you know that you're gonna have it in a how would I say it, position where it matches and then go along with your fit. 𝐅𝐸𝐥𝐿 jackets should never have bell bottoms, bro.
So you saying Kendrick looks strong and independent?
Man, look at him, bro. Like if people was telling me that this was like boot cut legs and stuff like that, bro. Wear some boots with it then, man. You know what I'm saying? You wear sneakers, bro. Come on, bro.
Some people.
You said Kendrick built like a single mother or two that could do bad all by herself.
Talk about hey Drake. Come on, bro. Nobody wanted to talk about it, but I wanted to talk about it. Like, nah, I saw that, man. That wasn't cool, man.
So you had an unpopular opinion about K-Dot's form-fitting fits.
Because apparently, you know, K-Dot fans are like Beyonce fans now, and then you can't say nothing because he's so super deep that it went past your head.
Oh, I'm so sick of that. I'm so sick of that.
Jesus Christ, man. Come on, man. Knock it off.
Who were the brother from In Living Color, Oswald Bates, the cat that was in jail that used to use the big words wrong?
Yeah.
The soliloquy of the definition make the flatulations of the animal factication, my brother.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
That's how Kendrick fans sound. Anytime somebody's like, nah, I wasn't really feeling it. Well, just over your head. You ain't see the like, come on, dog. Like, just
we've been there.
Could not have seen everything and still hate it. Can I have seen everything and still hate it? Like, yo, like, come on, dog. Come on, son.
Oh, and another thing that Casanet called him out. He said he was there, and that all the applause that you was hearing and the screaming was pushed. It was edited.
Yes, yeah, they do that.
He said he was there. Everybody was there. They didn't understand what the fuck was going on. Especially
really? Okay.
They do that. They do that though. That's just the concert thing. Like that's like, you know, Beyonce hair is not real either. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just
it's not real.
I'm
sorry.
It's all
I'm
smoke
sorry,
and mirrors,
Pastor.
man. It's all smoke and mirrors.
I
Well-
apologize to Millie and Beyonce for.
Well, listen, I don't know. I don't know. I don't care. I don't like I just don't know, man. I don't and you know what the truth for me, the most honest truth, in my opinion, right, is that there's so many more important things to worry about as it pertains to our personal lives that it baffles me how much people get, or fans specifically, get enthralled in defending
Yep.
artists and actors and celebrities. Meanwhile, people don't know where their next meal is coming from, or they don't know where their next dollar is coming from, or they don't know how they're going to pay the rent or how they're going to keep the electric bill on. But
definitely
they'll fight fervently on behalf of a celebrity or an industry person, or even nowadays, as we look at it, some type of social media influence. They'll fight fervently for these people, and these people have never had a conversation with them, and they've, probably wouldn't stop to even listen to the trials and tribulations that they have. People, stop allowing yourselves to get pulled into this mess that has nothing to do with you. Be a fan, but stop trying to fight the quote unquote good fight of someone that can fight on their own, or somebody that doesn't give a shit about you.
all day.
Doesn't give a shit about you. Another thing, like the choreo, the was how you say the word, the choreography.
Yeah,
was really well. I see that they was using the American flag color, you know what I'm saying, blacks, and it could be interpreted in so many different ways. You know what I'm saying? Some people look at like, okay, well, America is built on the backs of slaves and everything like that.
Yep.
But it could also mean Bloods and Crips.
I had a feeling you was gonna say.
Let's talk about it.
I mean, let's talk about that because
we had Serena Williams. She got a camera shot of her doing the crip walk.
Shout out
this is you. Go for it.
Shout out to her sister, Yetunde Price, who tragically lost her life to gang violence, man. And you up there crip walking. Like, come on, dog. Like, how tone deaf can you be? And who is the not like us, Serena, when you married to a white man? Who are we talking about? Who is the they? You dancing about your husband? Like, what are we doing here? What are we doing? Like, make it make sense. Drake? Oh, okay. Nah. So no, you're just basically a bitter ex who still is, despite the fact that you're married, you still have your ex on your mind enough that you will come up and publicly crip walk on behalf of somebody beefing with them? Come, like, yo, are we really this whack? Are we really this whack as a society?
Yes, we are this whack, yo. Yes,
That's
we are.
What
I've been saying, bro.
Hold on a second. So, Serena Williams and Drake were an item?
Yes.
Yo, my head be in the sand, dude. Like, seriously. Like, I just do not pay attention to these things.
That's why you're as smart as you are, D.
I had no idea about this stuff, man.
SZA too.
Huh?
SZA too.
Who?
SZA. Oh, SZA. She was.
He plugged that too.
Oh, he was with Drake. Okay. She was with Drake. Okay. All right.
Yeah, but I mean,
Drake was a heartthrob, man. Drake was plugging them all.
But But why? But Serena, you're married. Why are you? Yo, if I'm married to a woman, I mean, that's the only thing I'd be married to. Let me say, pause, man. I said that weird. If I'm married to,
we know what you mean, brother.
I really don't.
Man, shut up, man. Look, if I'm married to a sister and that dated somebody that was like a high profile person like before me, and somebody reaches out. My lady dated Terrence Howard or whatever. Somebody reaches out to her, you know what I'm saying? Somebody that's beefing, Eric Benet beefing with Terrence Howard. He about to perform, you know what I'm saying? At Summer Jam, and they want my girl to get on stage and do the worm because she used to date Terrence Howard. Get the fuck out of here, dog. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me, dog?
Come on, man.
You lost your mind.
Just one time.
You lost your damn mind. And if you
gotta build this empire together.
If you do it, we getting divorced. Are you kidding me, dog? Like, get the fuck. I don't care what they. And we rich. We don't need the money. Man, you don't sit your ass the fuck. Man,
don't need the money.
Oh my God, bro.
She said I think that was a big L on her behalf, being in one of the original GOAT. You know what I'm saying? Of female tennis. Like, she even mentioned that, you know what I'm saying, that she would have did that at Wimbledon, she would have got fined. You know what I'm saying?
What, and you know, walk? she's crip walked at as her fined. Celebration whenever she's won matches at major championship matches. I've seen it.
Allegedly, she got fined for doing that.
Oh, she has. Okay.
Is she a crip? Why are we?
I don't know. I don't know. Listen.
Didn't you tell me? I'm sorry, D. Didn't you tell me that her sister got murdered by Crips?
Yeah, he just said that. Yeah, that's crazy. That's bananas. But I think it just goes to show how much this no matter how far we make it away from our communities and our environments and the turmoil that we're forced to live in those communities, we could get away from them, but there's something that's always connected despite the hardships that we had to deal with. You know what I mean? And Z, that's a good point. Like, I know that that was her older sister that had gotten murdered, right? I knew about that, but it never occurred to me that a Crip might have did it. Like, that's wild.
No, and then wasn't. She got caught in some crossfire. She wasn't the target.
Okay.
But you know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah. So I mean, you would think that somebody at that point, it's like, I don't want nothing to do with this shit at all. Like, crip walking, like I'll deliberately figure out a way to do a Pyru walk if there's ever such a thing. Like, but I would never do a crip walk. You know what I'm saying?
It's a blood walk, but like if you want me to be like, I'll maybe moonwalk, you know what I'm saying, or have me up there with the damn tennis racket. We both from Compton.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Let's let this represent Compton then. You know what I'm saying. But like, don't like that's just us. That's mad whack, man.
I mean, why we represent? I never liked the Compton. Everything about Jerry curls and Dickies used to always bother me about Compton.
Yo, so it's like, I'm gonna let you gonna have that one by yourself.
Man. I'm just yeah. Let me just have a moment with it.
Didn't you have a Jerry curl?
No, I had an S curl. First of all, there's a difference. There's a difference. The drip was different, bro. The drip was different.
Did yours drip? Pause.
Never.
Okay, that's different.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't wear I wasn't looking like what's the name from Snowfall and stuff like that.
You wasn't Jerome. You wasn't looking like
Jerome, Uncle Jerome.
You wasn't looking like Jerry Curl from Hollywood Shuffle.
Right. It wasn't.
You passed that move on over to Jerry.
Yeah. And no disrespect to Compton. I'm just saying, like, when are we gonna stop with the hood behavior? Like, you know what I'm saying? This is the Super Bowl halftime show. I don't feel like thinking. I feel like being entertained. I want to see performance. And it was a performance. Don't get me wrong. Like, they did a great job, but it was still mid as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Let me ask y'all this. And I have to get ready to wrap up. But
all right, cool.
I have a question. What is the difference between, and I don't know the answer to this. This is me just putting this out there, right? What is the difference between his symbolically creative performance that just happened on the Super Bowl now versus the segment of his performance, was it 2 years ago with the Aftermath one?
Oh no,
which was also symbolically creative. What's the difference?
It's my first time watching them, so
okay. Because I seem to remember on that one, wasn't he doing like prison push-ups? And it was it was very creative, certainly symbolic. I can't remember much of the performance, but I do know in typical Kendrick Lamar fashion, nothing is just topical. You know what I'm saying? Like this, it seems to always be a meaning with something in, whatever he does in terms of videos and music. So I'm just wondering what if you guys see a difference or Daily Walkers, perhaps you can sort of, you know, if you have a recollection of his portion of that performance, however many years ago, when Death Row performed, Dre, Mary J. Blige, 50 Cent, there was a couple other people, Eminem. What was the difference? You know what I mean? Put your comments in the comment section. Curious.
Right, but let me just finish off though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wanted to be entertained, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, certain places I don't feel like thinking. You know what I mean?
Okay.
And this is one of them, man. Like, I'm like, dude, like, you did this in front of the president of the United States. You know what I'm saying? How is that?
Who also got booed?
Right. Who also got booed? All the whites are getting booed. You know what I'm saying? Taylor Swift got booed. A lot of people got booed. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But it's like, you did that in front of Donnie, right? Like, how is this gonna go? Like, now let's reverse it. You like we would be super offended if Kid Rock come through and he had a whole bunch of Klan members dancing and shit like that. Dun, 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 right? We'd be pissed the fuck off. We were ready to fuck niggas up.
Are you comparing the Crips to the KKK?
I could compare. They killed each other on a regular basis. Matter of fact, they're doing a job for the KKK. Think about that.
This is, bro, one of them was built off of the necessity of protection and self-sufficiency of one's community. I guess there's some overlap there, but that's is it
really wild? Like the original team, and correct me if I'm wrong, the original team was like fighting Whitey, and then they separate themselves and stuff like that. And one of the parties started fucking the other team up. And they was robbing people, and they just happened to have canes, so they start calling them Crips. Government. And then the other party, no, get me wrong. Just check me when I'm finished. And then the other groups and stuff like that was fighting against the Crips to protect them because they're going against the other black group, and they end up forming to being the Bloods. Is that's how it went?
I'm no expert on LA gang culture, bro, at all. I just think I think that it's a little bit irresponsible to compare the Crips to the KKK in the context of the KKK is just a vile, terrible group, man, that was rooted in hatred, whereas the Crips, the genesis of the Crips was never rooted in hatred. You know what I'm saying?
I know it wasn't. It was rooted in a dynamic of hatred originally, but they killing each other on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's real. It's counterproductive. I agree. I'm not.
So why do I have to kill you anymore? Because you're killing yourself.
Yeah, I feel you. I mean, I don't think a gang culture should be lighted on a stage that large. I think we probably agree on that. That like that was just, it was irresponsible and whack. So yeah, we can agree. But I do think that I like music with a message. I think you have the biggest stage in the world. I think that the smartest artists will take that opportunity to make people think.
True indeed.
Especially during times like the ones that we're in. I just think that the smartest artists make the people think in a certain way. Like if you have to break things down and overly extrapolate, chances are your message is going to be missed by the people that need to hear it the most. And you know what I'm saying? Like which is why we're talking about like Serena crip walking and the beef with Drake, as opposed to any level of any message of liberation. You know what I'm saying? Any message of what we need to do as Black people to pull ourselves up out of the doldrums that we find ourselves in. Any message in regards to, you know, the crisis in immigration that's happening, or the global crisis that's going on in you know, Palestine. Shout out to the brother that ran on the stage with the Palestine and the Sudanese flag. To actually give a tangible message to something that's really happening in the world that like we really need to focus ourselves on. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, man. I wish Kendrick's message was more liberation based and less I hate Drake because of unsubstantiated allegations. And I got his ex up here crip walking, looking a goddamn fool with all these weave married to this white man. My bad. Go ahead, bro.
He's so adamant about dissing this dude that he's becoming the dude. Now he's a new BBL Drizzy.
yeah. Let's get it.
You know what I'm saying? He went so hard with it because he won the Grammys over dissing this dude and came through with a shine with a little A that represents the A minor part of it. You know what I'm saying? And then they have
So that's
flags.
what that A meant. That's what that A means.
Yeah. Then they had flags with the A, and they had little kids reaching up to the A.
What is the significance of the A minor thing?
Well,
A minor.
Z, break that down.
Oh, A minor.
A minor.
Oh, A minor. Okay.
Yeah. And the song was apparently in the key of A minor, which is actually really clever.
Yeah, it is. It is very clever. That's why I'm laughing. It's
probably why it's not sonically pleasing to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll stay away from minors. I don't fucking know.
Yeah.
But
all I'm gonna say is Muddy Waters 2 by Redman. That's it.
It's another great album.
Yeah,
Muddy Waters is amazing.
That's all. Muddy Waters 2.
Yeah.
Oh, shout out to Red, man. Shout out to Red.
As a matter of fact, they should do the Super Bowl halftime show. Jesus Christ.
Never gonna happen.
New Orleans, man. I wanted to see like a jazz big band Super Bowl.
That would have been nice.
Show. That would
have been appropriate too. Like how apropos would that have been? Like why do people miss the opportunity to do something good and do something meaningful on such a mega stage?
Jigga,
right?
man,
Like how dope would that have been? You know what I mean?
Because they still need Jigga to shake the shiny things in front of Black culture to forget about Kaepernick and everything that he was kneeling for. That's why. That's why. Cass is talking about
Kaepernick should have came in and nailed. He should have ended when it said game over. Kaepernick should have came through and nailed. That
would have been hard. Or Kendrick's weird ass should have kneeled. He already basically
can't kneel because he had tight ass pants on, bro. Come on, man.
He couldn't kneel.
Come on, bro.
You said the crotch would have split if he kneeled. It'd have been a whole nother thing. All right, y'all. I gotta jump, man.
All right, man.
Me too, man.
What we learn from this though? Just one thing. What we learn from this?
That Black people are easily distracted when shiny things are shaked in front of our face. Pause.
That's exactly what Z says is what I feel. That's it.
All right, that's it, I
guess. check out Sheik Luch's song with Redman on Muddy Waters 2. Dynamite. Crazy.
Yeah. Oh man, you ain't hear the album?
Nah, I gotta check it out, man.
It's crazy. It's dope.
You need like 2 hours because it's a long album.
Long album.
Great.
Each one of them was headbangers. All of them are headbangers.
Fire, I'm glad to hear that, man. Shout out to Reggie Noble, man. Word up.
Noble. Yeah. All right, man. Y'all be good, man. Once again, it's Aki Bay, DD Turner, and the Beige Against the Machine, man. We're gonna see y'all again, man. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe.
You say light skin.
Always fuck this up, right? Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Leave your comments in the comment section. We want to hear what you got to think about this, man. Let's go, man. Peace. Yeah. Black Cowboy 2, March 1st. Peace.
Peace.